Really well. Yesterday we had a training session. We actually played a inter squad scrimmage. Actually, the first time we've had everyone that's healthy back with the group. For me, just to be able to evaluate the guys and let them have some freedom to play was good. The intensity of training has been very high. The focus has been where it needs to be. I've talked to the guys several times individually and as a group. And I think the consensus is that the focus, the level of training has been higher than I guess what it's been in the past. And because of that, the guys are pretty sore. Obviously this is preseason for us, so and that is expected. But obviously with having two matches this week, then obviously the week after preparing for Seattle, we'll lighten it up and make it more tactical driven towards our opponents.
Opening it up for questions for Coach.
Coach, good morning or good afternoon. This is Ray from South Texas Border Sports. I've got to ask, how have you found yourself acclimatized to the Rio Grande Valley now that you've been able to settle into the Rio Grande Valley?
Yeah, I think it was an easy transition. A lot of good people that have been helpful around the area, both with the university and then surrounding. Even getting to meet the pro team here, making me feel comfortable. And then obviously with the guys coming in prior to the start of school and classes, getting to know them individually, and then obviously starting with the training sessions now. We've been 10 days in. So it's been a good, smooth transition. I think we did a lot of work in the downtime when I first got the job over 6 weeks ago, with just getting to know each other, knowing the players, knowing concepts that we want to do through a lot of Zoom and phone calls. So transition has been good. It's been smooth. And again, it's the people around that have been so receptive.
And what's one of the things that you want to see for Wednesday night from your team? What's kind of be that like first objectives that you want to check off as a head coach?
I think the first thing is just getting them true minutes versus an opponent, other than just playing against ourselves. It's been over a year. They've actually haven't played an actual match. So just to get the jitters out, the nervousness, the rust off of just technically, what they're doing passing wise. And then obviously looking at the structure of the group, both, defensively, what we look like, and then attacking. We've been more focused on defensive right now, just being, organized and trying to change some of the approaches from the past. And then obviously after Wednesday, we'll start to focus more on the attacking structure. So more just focus on letting the guys play and get some of that rust of just not playing over a year.
Hey, Coach, Kira Grogan from Channel 4. Like you said, they haven't played competitively in over a year. What's been the mood amongst the team? I can imagine excitement. What has it been like since leading up to this Wednesday?
Yeah, the guys are they're excited. I'm excited. I haven't coached a team in over a year. So, I think, similar to the players' feelings of just getting out there again and having the whistle blown, having referees, obviously being able to allow some spectators to be there to watch. Everything's been, closed door in our bubbles, doing our part. So, the guys, they'll have nervousness, which is expected. Some guys haven't played a soccer match at all. So we have a lot of new faces. So I'm just anticipating the nervousness and excitement, and just try to keep the group calm going into Wednesday.
Coach, one of the questions that I want to ask you, since you're a new face to the Western Athletic Conference, have you been able to see any of the past games from the team as far as the in-conference goes, just to kind of get familiarized with the conference opponents?
Yeah, for us, just like any other Division One program, there's certain tools that we have video access to. Obviously, that video is from 2019, so it's pretty far out. But you get tendencies from certain programs of how they've played over the past few years, and obviously just being in other places, I've looked at teams within the WAC, so have a good idea on just tendencies. Obviously, personnel will be different, but just being able to find those things and then present that to the group going into our match, obviously when we play Seattle. And then once we get more data, live data from, this season on the opponents, then we can start to pick apart new things that we see outside of tendencies from basically a year ago.
Coach, this is Luis Rubio from Vaquero Radio. And you did mention, I mean, this 6 weeks into the job and you were adjusting to, not only the Rio Grande Valley, but the team itself, new team. And how has the team adjusted to kind of the style of play that you want to bring to UTRGV? And has there been any complications because you are doing most of this new implementation over Zoom and over the phone?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I think the feedback I've gotten, I met with our guys last few days individually going into yesterday's inter squad was that, they understood it. They were excited for the transition to a more aggressive style defensively, and then attacking wise, big emphasis on trying to find ways to create scoring chances, and doing that by being more attacking minded. A little bit less patience on the way we'll play for sure. And I think that's, that's exciting to any player. If you're going to be aggressive, taking more chances to try to create those scoring chances, then defensively being more disruptive as opposed to being maybe a little bit more passive. So all in all, the feedback from the players has been very good. Obviously, there are challenges doing things through Zoom, but I think it's going through pretty smooth from just asking questions, giving them quizzes, showing videos, having them answer scenarios, and it's been positive.
Anything else for Coach?
I've got one more, Coach. You've seen the players' attitudes and everything throughout the meeting, and looking forward to the first game on Wednesday night. Um, what kind of brand do you want to see your team establish for opening night?
Yeah, I think for us, the biggest thing is just, getting a rhythm to the game. I know it will be a little bit choppy at times. Obviously, we're still evaluating the group to figure out who that 11 will be for Seattle. So for me, it's just looking at different combinations, whether it's the defensive group, the midfielders, or the attacking group. Just trying to piece together who makes the most cohesion throughout the group, for, both attacking and defensively. So, for me, how long can we sustain a good rhythm? And then fitness too, as well. Game match fitness, how long can we go with certain players where they can continue to be a positive impact during the match, and evaluate that moving forward.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, everyone. See you
Thanks,
on
Coach. See you
Wednesday.
out there.